In a flash forward, a bruised Martian recounts how a contingent of Sudanese officials met Chinese officials in London while the civil war was still raging. The US, Saudis, and Russians were trying to broker peace talks and were also interested in Sudan's oil and gold, but didn't know anything about this meeting. The expert at these negotiations was Sami. At that time, she's already being monitored by Osman, who is also at the negotiations. Sami is idealistic and wants to help her people. We see how she was one of the leaders fighting against military rule in Sudan, and how the Martian helped her escape narrowly from the army. Martian and Poppy are making a fresh start. When they go shopping, the Martian shows Poppy how to lose his tail. Osman, who he seems to think is CIA. The Martian and Henry also reconcile. Henry has suggested a congresswoman that owned him a favor to call Belarus publicly a puppet state of Putin. He did this to initiate talks to get the Coyote back. During the CIA meeting with the Belarusians, Henry and the Martian can find out through clever word tactics who's the secret KGB agent in their delegation. The Martian invites this agent out to a nightclub. There he uses a stolen bike analogy that the CIA is willing to pay him for information. The agent seems to take the bait. Daniela, undercover as a physics researcher, infiltrates the Institute of Geophysics, hoping to get chosen by Professor Reza for the scholarship in Iran. Professor Reza asks her to talk at a prestigious conference a few hours later about a subject she claimed to be an expert in but knows nothing about. In the car to the conference, Reza starts caressing her neck and thigh. She manages to escape his advances by telling him how she feels his eyes are similar to her deceased father. Reza asks her respectfully to get out of the car. Osman goes to Sami's hotel room and manhandles her, saying he's a mukhabarat, which means secret agent in Arab. He forces her to tell him who she's having an affair with. She gives him the name of Paul Lewis and that he's a teacher she met in Sudan. The Martian overheard the conversation. A colleague of the Martian finds out that Sami is divorcing her husband. It's strange she didn't tell this to Osman, nor the Martian. Psychologist Blair is also trying to find out more about the affair with Sami.